This is exciting so far, isn't it?
Yeah!
Wow. You guys seen that TV show Pimp My Ride? Yeah. This is Pimp My Ride in reverse. So we're going to take this car all apart. Jeff Paycheck right there. Jesse Pignon. How long have you been on the job, Jesse?
3 months.
3 months. So that's a big congratulations. These guys work really hard to get where they are, to get a job in the fire service. How many years, Jesse?
It took me 4 years.
4 years. Yeah, it takes about 4 years to get where he is today. So we're awfully proud of him, and if he does a good job, he can stay. Right, Jesse?
Yes, sir.
And a boy. Let's see, who else we got there? Steve Hardy? He's been around forever. He's old.
I've been around forever.
Oh yeah, Jeff's been around even longer, like 17 years. And the guy in the red hat today, Mike Calderwood. So these guys are extrication experts, and what that means is cutting somebody out of a car. Vehicle accidents happen every day, and if you don't know already, we run 7,000 calls a year, and I think that's about 18,000 apparatus movements a year. So when you see fire engines going, that's 18,000 or so times a year we're doing that. Behind us we have a heavy rescue that we are very proud of. It's one of the only heavy rescues in the state of California that has all the equipment to be certified as a heavy rescue. So this vehicle you may see on the news in San Francisco when they have a big earthquake. We have 246,000 tons of lifting capability and airbags. That would be the biggest event we do, like lifting the I-880 bridge. Yes, these 4 guys right here could do that. And they can come and cut you out of a car if you're involved in a car accident and you're unable to get out, or you're injured to the point where we have to cut the metal away from you. This example of a car is obviously older and it's more stout than what you have today. Now they're making cars out of all kinds of interesting materials, lighter weight. Sometimes it's easier to get in and sometimes it's not. Our tools work well at cutting, but some of the new cars flex so much it's hard to get people out. So we're learning all kinds of new techniques, and I think I'm just going to put them to work, and then I'll just kind of sit back and be the color commentary to the whole event. So Mike Calderwood, whenever you're ready, you guys can go ahead and go to work. This would be a simulation of somebody trapped in, say, the front seat, and I think they're going to go right to the doors first. This is part of Jesse's childhood fantasy, popping a tire. The reason we pop the tires is so the car won't move. We were in an area where the vehicle could get away from us. Say on a steep hill, we want to stabilize the vehicle before we start working on it. Nothing worse than having a worker try to roll away from you. Called a Halligan, and that tool's been in the fire department now a couple hundred years. We use it for all kinds of things, breaking in doors, and he used that to get a purchase point. Looks like he's using a jaws over there.
Is going to fight back. For those of you on this side, you're going to get to see it. We're going to do this side too. So they're just using the jaws, which are spreaders, and looks like in their hands are cutting tools.
These cut through that metal like butter.
Car's gonna fight back, Mike.
Yeah.
It's a stout one. Because it's built in the 70s and it's heavy metal. It's not like a new car.
There's two hinges that a door sits on in almost every car. And what they're doing is spreading away the metal to cut the hinges. These tools are run on hydraulic pressure, and that's coming from the motor that you hear running in the background. The motor produces 10,000 pounds of pressure, which runs the tools. And some of these, the cutters will cut at 40,000 pounds per square inch, the ones that cut the hinges. These are the same tools that you see at NASCAR when they rescue drivers that were involved in accidents, and they have them mounted in NASCAR on pickup truck. Next week we'll be cutting up 8 cars. So we'll take this whole lot that we're sitting in and spread out the cars, and the engine companies will rotate up here and work together as crews to do the different things that we need to practice, make sure that we can do it quickly. So I'm going to add a little pressure on the fellas on the next door before you cut that, Steve. I'm going to time you guys. You guys got it wired on that other door already? Oh, yeah. Let's see how good job. Who thinks they can do it in under 3 minutes?
I do.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go, Jesse.
There you go. Take it from that side. The next side.
Yeah, but the sound of it being abused. Oh.
Get your leg in there, Jesse. Get your leg.
Can everybody hear me okay? Alright. What you'll see at car accidents is engine companies that work in concert with is an entire engine company working on exploitation. And we'll have other engine companies landing helicopters, taking transmission, working on fire control issues, some traffic control issues. And you'll see 3 or 4 engine companies that perform this. Right now, there is a station inside. Other firefighters, paramedics would crawl inside the vehicle and start treating the patient right
Looks
now.
like fun.
Things like performing intubation, meaning breathing for the patient while they're still in the vehicle, starting IVs on them, treating them for pain, and sometimes if we can do it inside the vehicle, we'll start splinting their injuries so that when we are able to get them out of the car, we're ready to go right to a helicopter and then right to a trauma center. These type of calls are a little bit longer duration, and they're very labor intensive. Right now we're beating up Jesse a little bit, making him use the tool all by himself. But when we have enough firefighters on the scene, we'll rotate that tool around. It's about 74 pounds, the spreading tool, and the cutter that he's using right now is about 35 pounds. So 3 or 4 cuts after swinging that around, your arms start to get pretty tired, so we rotate out quite a bit. We're going to make this car a convertible. I think it would look better as a convertible, number one. And the reason we do this and practice this, when the doors are unable to be accessed, we'll take the top off the car and take the person out of the top. We can't do that with the top of the car on.
You got his knife?
Very cool. You got the music museum over there in Carlsbad. His office is up above it. And they put the museum together.
Well, there's one of the torch buildings over there. Now, music spot.
This